I'm now shooting this at the end of the video. I'm going to put it at the front of the video because as I do, forgot to tell you at the beginning of the video what I wanted to tell you, and then I didn't remember until the end of the video, so I didn't shoot it. And now we reach the crazy. Y'all, just a reminder, we started this little journey with you guys back in November of last year. Was the first time you guys went to our Etsy shop and wiped it out. It's about 5 minutes. And then we were able to get you guys to not be able to wipe it out for like 20 minutes. And then eventually we were able to get you guys not to wipe it out for an hour or two. And so now we are at 1 year of full on, I feel like last month was the first month, maybe October, that we were able to sustain quantity in the Etsy shop. So just a reminder that we are going to leave the Etsy shop open until December 11th. So, and then we're gonna do a mini restock on December 9th, and that'll give you guys 2 more days if you want to get in there and get soap. And our next one, I think it's January 6th, I believe, is the next restock. So shop's open until December 11th. Oh, this is going to be all day long. Shop's staying open until December 11th. So if you guys think you missed it at this point, you have not. So if you want to get in there and get stuff, things will start running out. Right now we are fully stocked. Not fully stocked. There's not a terrible lot of soap left, but the only thing that's out of stock is the Christmas soap. Again, next year, guys, we are going to ramp up big time for, this is our first real year, guys, of like dealing with this, not pressure like in a bad way, like pressure, the amount of, not pressure's the right word, but not in a bad way, on the Etsy store. And so this year was just struggling to get caught up. And so not wanting to miss, we actually missed our Valentine's soap, which is absolutely stunning soap. Looks like this. But in order to not miss Thanksgiving and Christmas soap altogether, we did as much as we could within the constraints of time. And so next year, you know, we're more planned. We're in a better place. We're going to have more milk coming in, and we should be able to double or triple our Thanksgiving and Christmas soaps. And I think we're actually going to add an additional Thanksgiving soap and an additional Christmas soap. She wants to do some sort of like cinnamon apple pie or something. We'll play with that. We'll have to find the fragrance. And we'll still have the pumpkin. So we'll do pumpkin and like apple pie. And then we'll do the Christmas tree like this year's, which I'm sad they're all leaving my house. Okay, I've sniffed all your soaps. Yeah, like a creepy guy. I'm like, put it in the box. Put it in the box. I didn't touch it to my nose, so you're good. But we're gonna do Christmas, our soap, our Christmas soap like we have this year, and then we're gonna do an additional some sort of mint. I'm thinking something like an Andes mint. You know the Andes mint little chocolates that you get at Olive Garden. Oh, so delicious. I'm thinking like a design like that, and H is thinking something a little different, but it's going to be a peppermint type of fragrance. So we'll have like a peppermint. I don't know. Peppermint oil does really nasty things to soap. It likes to turn it brown. It likes to turn it weird shades of green. It's not a good fragrance oil. It does nasty things to color. It doesn't like color. It just does. So we'll get it sorted. It's gonna be all day, y'all. So that's the shop update. You have until 12/11 to get your stuff, and we thank you. And we'll be working our butts off. We have a show today, but we will try to get everything packed up as fast as we can and get it shipped out. And hopefully the post office is on their game and gets it out to you guys. Bye. All right, guys. She has been... Well, first of all, look at her face. She's got RBF like nobody's business. But she has been less than excited about my catching her and rubbing goo in her eyes. So she's going to be a little standoffish. I'll try to catch her as carefully as I can. I also don't want to ruin our relationship. I don't want her to think that every time she sees me that I'm going to chase her down and catch her. So it's just it's a careful game of... She's always been really skittish. Not skittish, but she's independent and she doesn't want to be caught and she doesn't want to be messed with. She's just a strong-willed goat. Yeah, I know, you're like your mama. Puddin' is her mom, if you're wondering what I'm talking about. I know. All right, let's get you meted. All right, guys. The light's gonna blind you out there, but this is terramycin. It's oxytetracycline is the active ingredient. It's an antibiotic for the eye. And since she has pink eye, we're gonna get it right in the eye. Bunch on your finger. You could honestly use like Neosporin, triple antibiotic. Might even work better than this. I don't know. This is what we were told to use from the vet long ago, so we still use it. Come here, baby. No. Easy. Okay. Shh. Okay, that's what happens when it goes wrong. Okay, it's okay, baby. It's okay. See if I can get you guys in close enough. She'll open her eye. What you're looking for is the white spot in the corner of her eye down where near her tear duct would be. There you go. It's not as bad as she's making it look. If you look at her regular eye, nice and clear. There you go. There you caught a good vision of it. All right, y'all. Round 2 is going to be Ginger. Round 2 is going to be close the door. Goats like to leave. Good fences make good goats. Build more fences. All right, get out of here, Frost, or Sparkies. Sparky Sparks. Get. Okay. This is Ginger's standard position. Huh, baby. If she's in the stall, I don't care what stall it is. If there's a food dish, she's got her feet in it. But I need to check this leg for you, okay? Okay. You can just stay there if you want. Okay, you're okay. You're okay. Easy. Hey, stop. Okay, put your foot down for a second. Are you good? Okay, let's get you down then. You're being a little sketchy. Okay, guys. That's always my first check, is going to be hoof between the toes. Make sure she's got nothing jammed up in there. I came in here one time and let me see if I can get this. Puddin was limping. And this pad right here is soft inside of the hoof wall. This is kind of soft. Not soft like you would think, super soft, everything's just gonna get in there, but it's softer than the hoof. It's like a grippy pad, like a dog's foot almost. And Puddin had jammed a multiflora rose right up, a sticker from that right up in her hoof. And it was about a ½ an inch long, and she was limping about. So the first thing I did was hoof check and saw that stuck in there, pulled it out, and pus just started pouring out like water. So cleaned that up, you know, flushed it, and then just kept an eye on it, and she was pretty good. No issues with it. She's not super happy with me. She's okay with me bending her leg. She's not happy with me holding it bent. So I don't know if she just injured herself a little bit yesterday. It seemed more knee joint than hip joint, but I'm just gonna rotate her, hold it right here, and give her a rotation. I can feel, this all looks like joint right here, but the bone comes up here like this. So I can actually feel, just like if it was my elbow, I can feel her joint right there. And when I move this, I wanna make sure she has pretty good range of motion. I am not a vet, but nothing's clicking, popping, catching in there. She doesn't seem to have any soreness reaction when I touched the joint right there. So then I go to the next joint. She's a little less excited about that, but I think she's not quite sure what's going on. So that's the joint there. So although it all looks like a big fuzz ball here, if you cut it down, that's the leg right there. So she's not having any pain reaction to me touching her there or there. And then you have another joint down here right at the ankle, and then the one right here, and then this one right here, and then this one up here. So everything looks good, feels good. She's not clicking or popping. She might have just been laying down all night, and I got her up, and she wasn't quite, you know, you're not old though, lady. So I don't know. She might have just hit it on something or bumped it, or somebody might have smashed her just for goat fun. And thank you for being the perfect patient. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If there's a goat you want to do a display with, it's this goat, because she just loves her pets. She likes her pets. And then the last thing is the let me see you walk. Come on, baby. Come on. I don't want. Come on. Let's get you out of here. Gingy, come here, baby. Okay. So overall, I don't really see her. I'm not going to say she's walking perfect. She might have a little bit of a limp that I'm seeing, but nothing that's slowing her down. Nothing I would think is a permanent injury or a severe injury. So much as just, maybe she just had a little soreness. Okay, perfect. And last but not least, I know, guys, I'm not, I say it all the time, I apologize for not getting the videos out, but not this time. We love you guys know that, and you mean the world to us. And every time I turn around and you guys are, when you have a few thousand people from around the world reach out and support you, and you guys know me. You don't know my dad. But and I know most of the support that you guys are giving and those comments, I'm telling you guys, I don't know how to put it in enough words, and I don't want to underplay it. Those comments have meant the world to us over the last few days, and thank you. I can't even, you don't even know us. I mean, you don't know us. You know me via video, and a few of you have met us, but I don't know. I don't want to keep dragging my feet. You guys are amazing. Just the human experience sometimes just gets me. The love and support that you guys have shown just from watching my videos for a couple years and knowing me and just, I don't know how to put it in words. It's been an amazing, awful couple of days. If that's the best way to put it, I think, because, you know, been a lot of highs and a lot of lows, and right now we are on a high. So I want to give you guys the last update before I go. First of all, I forgot to bring Cookie's shirt over with me, so we'll show you that next time. So if you guys are familiar with Hulk Hogan, back in the day, he would get in the wrestling ring and he would rip his shirt off. I came over here yesterday. Hi. She's like, excuse me, it is my camera time. You're still a nibbler. You're still a nibbler. Bottle babies. Yes, you were a bottle baby, and you're the only one ever, and you're a nibbler. Well, hi, Queen Bee. Hi, Queen Bee. We're gonna make a shirt for you. By the way, we're out of Cookie Don't Care shirts, and I don't know if we're gonna restock. Interesting. I don't know if we are going to restock, so we'll see. There's 5 as I make this video. There are 5 Cookie Don't Care medium shirts out there, and that's it. So this might be a one-time exclusive. But anyway, I came over here yesterday. I wanted to make sure I left her shirt on when I left. When we left Saturday, I left her shirt on her when I left the barn, and then I thought, well, I don't want to leave it on her all day, just in case. So I will go ahead and come over here and take the shirt off of her. I don't want anything bad to happen while we're away. Miss Cookie get hurt. So I came over here and I'm like, I can't find this big gray blob of a shirt. And then I see a black and white goat, and we have a few. Black and white, black and white, black and white. And I feel like there's another one around here, but they all kind of look the same from a couple hundred yards away. Good morning. Hi. Good morning. Good morning. So anyway, I find Cookie, and she's shirtless. So she's doing her little, I don't know what she was doing. Maybe there was a party. She's completely shirtless, topless, whatever you And I come down here and I find the shirt right there. It is, I will show you guys tomorrow. It is literally, the whole neck is ripped out of it. There's some other rips on it, I think. They threw it on the floor and they peed on it and they pooped on it. And I was like, well, that's ruined. I was going to do a giveaway, put it on Cookie. Cookie actually wore this shirt. We'll give it an autograph, Cookie hoof print, and give it away. And I might still do that, but I can't do that. It's disgusting. And it stinks. Aw. You want to get in on this, Mama Frosty? So, thank you guys for all of your amazing support the last couple of days. And my dad update is he's doing very well. According to the nurses, like I said in the original video, his cognitive skills were improving every time they did the test for him. The area of the brain that is affected is still causing him dizziness, but it's not affecting his motor skills, which they think is weird. But if he continues to progress the way he is right now, They showed no swelling in the last CAT scan, and or I don't think it was reduced. I think it was just no increased swelling in the CAT scan. And he had a CAT scan at 6 a.m. this morning. We haven't got the results of that yet. But if that comes back showing either reduced swelling or no more increased swelling, he'll be taken out of the critical care unit and just moved down a floor. So that's the best we could hope for at this point. You know, he's a little upset. They live out further than we do in the middle of nowhere. And it's not even a fun drive. You are basically driving, we just call them ridges around here, but they're pretty high. They're 200-300 feet to the bottom. And somebody back in the 1800s just followed the ridge all the way up to the very top of the hill, put in the road, and then eventually they put in gravel roads. But it's still, you're still just following the ridge line. And it's a canyon on pretty much on either side, most of the drive. And it's a very narrow road. And they're at the very top of the hill. So he's very concerned that they're going to pull his driver's license due to his dizziness, and which is a valid concern and probably what should happen. But it's still, you know, it's slightly upsetting when you live a rural life like that and you can't drive yourself. Then you can't live that lifestyle. You roll off a canyon out there, you might not know. Nobody might ever find you. It might be 2-3 days before somebody sees your car laying down there. So it wouldn't be good. So that's one of his, that's his biggest concern right now, is that he's not going to be able to drive. And I get it. I understand. So, but thank you guys. Thank you so much. Like I can't even put it into words. And y'all know I'm not usually at a loss for words, but the amount of support from you guys has just been unbelievable. I haven't had a chance to tell him yet about how much you guys have been commenting and stuff. It's more critical conversations with him. So, and I wasn't able to go to the hospital yesterday, but my siblings have been up there, so somebody's there all the time, you know, rolling in and out, trading works, getting there, getting things done. And so I'll let him know. And we thank you guys, and I'll give you a shot of the goats. I don't know what this one's doing. She's just rubbing on stuff. President Snow, right there. Wait, I'm backwards and upside down, so right there. Don't ask me where President Snow is. And the rest of the hooligans. One of these 17 goats is in heat, so I think it's maybe Genji, maybe Puddin'. And Miss Cookie Don't Care is still just hanging in her spot. Hey. Miss Cookie. Not today, huh? Just not one of those days? I'll get your butt. I know you like a butt scratch. Oh, no, you like a butt scratch. You and Struzo are the butt scratchingest two goats in this barn. I know. Get you this way. Get that head going. Get you this way. Get that head going. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I got a goat chewing my tripod over here.